Working safely and with others. Working safely. Planning of work should take into account the ideal size of dump truck required. Where the dump truck is too small for the size of the loading machine, such as an excavator, the risk of overloading is high, which could cause an incident such as overturning, particularly when it is traveling and turning. Where a dump truck is considered to be too large for the work or is working in a restricted area, particularly on smaller sites, loading can take longer and the operator may need to undertake additional maneuvering. This is inefficient, can damage the working surface and can cause the dump truck to strike other machines or structures. Due to their large size, dump trucks have a number of blind spots when the operator is in the driving seat. Accident statistics indicate that one of the highest risks of a person on foot being struck by a truck is when the machine is pulling away. Operators need to make proper checks to ensure that no one is in the area of their machine before they move. Dump trucks are required to transport materials over a wide variety of terrain and over long distances, including soft ground, inclines, and rough terrain, which can present particular hazards for the dump truck operator. The work site should be planned so that travel routes from the loading point to the tipping point minimize, as far as is reasonably practical, the need to travel on poor uneven terrain or steep inclines. The planning of haul routes needs to take into account other factors, such as pedestrians, who should be segregated from the dump truck's travel route on the haul road in order to avoid a collision. Planning should also take into account changes in the ground surface, particularly in wet weather, as the haul routes can become slippery and firm ground turn into soft ground. Where the haul route passes close to the edge of an embankment or slope, a suitable barrier should be provided to prevent or minimize the truck from going over the edge. Tipping loads into a trench or over an edge is a particular hazard for dump truck operators, as machines have gone over slope edges or into pits because stop blocks or earth berms have not been used, or have been insufficient. Although stops blocks or an earth berm should be used when tipping over an edge, operators should not rely on them from being able to physically stop the machine, as they can only minimize the risk and not always prevent a dump truck from going over the edge. The operator needs to be in a safe place during the loading operation. In most dump trucks, the cab itself is usually approved as a falling objects protective structure, FOPS, or part of its tipping body may be the means of protection. This enables the operator to remain in the cab during loading and to move the machine immediately once loading has finished. If the operator chooses not to stay in the cab, they must be well clear of the loading operation so not to be struck by the loading machine and any overspill, or by other nearby moving vehicles. When the dump truck operator leaves the seat of the dump truck, they must ensure that the parking brake is applied, the transmission is in neutral and the engine is switched off. This ensures that the truck cannot move unintentionally, as accidents have occurred when the operator has accidentally moved a transmission or gear lever into drive when the engine has been left running, causing the machine to move unintentionally. Tipping a load requires care on the part of dump truck operators. When loads are being discharged from the body, it is important, and recommended by nearly all manufacturers, that the dump truck is parked on firm, flat, and level ground and that the hand/parking brake is applied.